Greetings. You thought of that? I must hunt soon. Greetings. That was my plan. What is it now? Agreed. What, mortal? Very well. Agreed. That was my plan. What is it now? What, mortal? Very well. Greetings. I must hunt soon. You thought of that? That was my plan. Agreed. Very well. That was my plan. Very well. That was my plan. Agreed. Greetings. Death rages. What, mortal? I hunger. Thought of that? Greetings. What is it now? Very well. What, mortal? What is it now? That was my plan. Very well. That was my plan. I hunger. You thought of that? Very well. That was my plan. You thought of that? Very well. That was my plan. What, mortal? What is it now? Death rages. Must hunt soon. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. That was my plan. Very well. You thought of that? Very well. Greetings. I hunger. What is it now? That was my plan. Very well. What more? What is it now? Agreed. I hunger. I must hunt soon. Greetings. What is it now? Greetings. That was my plan. Agreed. I must hunt soon. What, mortal? What is it now? That was my plan. Agreed. I must hunt soon. You thought of that? Greetings. What, mortal? That was my plan. Agreed. That was my plan. I must hunt soon.
Our allies' town needs help. Hello!
What, mortal? What is it now? Die. I hunger. Die. I hunger. Die. Death rages. Die. Start soon. What is it now? What, mortal? What is it now? Very well. What, mortal? You thought of that? I hunger. Agreed. That was my plan. Death rages. I hunger. What is it now? You thought of that? That was my plan. What, mortal? You thought of that? Very well. What is it now? Agreed. Very well. Agreed. Very well. You thought of that? That was my plan. Agreed. Very well. You thought of that? What, mortal? What is it now? Very well. Agreed. Very well. You thought of that? That was my plan. What, mortal? Greetings. What?
Our
mortal?
allies' town needs help.
What is it now? I must hunt soon. What? Mortal. Agreed. Very well. What is it now? You thought of
Our
that?
allies' town needs help.
Greetings. That was my plan. You thought of that? Death rages. I must hunt soon. What is it now? Greetings. I must hunt soon. You thought of that? Death rages. Very well. Agreed. What? What is it now? I must hunt soon. You thought of that? Agreed. What? What is it now? That was my plan. I hunger. Agreed. You thought of that? Very well. Agreed. I must hunt soon. You thought of that? What is it now? Greetings. That was my plan. I must hunt soon. What is it now? Agreed. Greetings. You thought of that?
First
That was
blood.
my plan. You thought of that? Agreed. Very well. You thought of that? What? That was my plan. Die. Very well. You thought of that? Agreed. Greetings. I hunger. You thought of that? Very well. You thought of that? I must hunt soon. Very well. Greetings. You thought of that? I must hunt soon. That was my plan. Greetings. You thought of that? Agreed.
Give me something to do.
What is it now? You thought of that? Very well. What? I must hunt soon. Die. Death rages. I hunger. Agreed. Die. Very well. You thought of that? That was my plan. You thought of that? That was my plan. What is it now? You thought of that? Greetings. Very well. Death rages. What? Mortal? That was my plan. I hunger. Greetings. Very well. What? Agreed. You thought of that? Greetings. That was my plan. I must hunt soon. What is it now? I must hunt soon. You thought of that? What is it now?
Welcome to our village.
Greetings. What, mortal? That was my plan. Very well. You thought of that? I must hunt soon. What is it now? What, mortal? Greetings. What, mortal? I must hunt soon. Death rages. That was my plan. Greetings.
Double kill.
I hunger. That was my plan. What, mortal? Greetings. Death rages. What is it now? Very well. I must hunt soon. What, mortal? Greetings. Agreed. You thought of that? Very well. What is it now? Agreed. Greetings. What is it now? You thought of that?
Are you threatening me?
I must hunt soon.
What? Wait till you see me in action. Are you threatening me?
Greetings. What, mortal? That was my plan. What is it now? Agreed. Very well. You thought of that? Death rages. Very well. That was my plan. Greetings. What? I hunger. Your soul is mine. Death rages. You thought of that? That was my plan. What is it now? Agreed. You thought of that? Die. Greetings. What, mortal? Very well.
This town needs help.
What is it now? That was my plan. Greetings. What, mortal? That was my plan. You thought of that? That was my plan. Greetings. What is it now? What, mortal? I must hunt soon. Very well. That was my plan. Very well. Greetings. What, mortal? That was my plan. I must hunt
Our
soon.
allies' town needs help.
What, mortal? Greetings. What, mortal? I must hunt soon. I hunger. What is it now? Greetings. I must hunt soon. Greetings. I must hunt soon. Greetings. I must hunt soon. That was my plan. Very well.
Can I help you?
What, mortal? What is it now? Agreed. What, mortal? I must hunt soon. That was my plan. What, mortal? Your soul is mine.
Our allies' town needs help.
Very well. Greetings. What, mortal? Agreed. That was my plan. Agreed. I hunger. Greetings. I must hunt soon. What is it? What, mortal? I must hunt soon. That was my plan. What, mortal? Very well. Death rages. I must hunt soon.
Our allies'
What,
town needs
mortal?
help.
I must hunt soon. What is it now? That? What, mortal? Very well. I must hunt soon.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
What is it now? I must hunt soon. That was my plan. You thought of that? Killing spree. That was my plan. You thought of that? Very well. That was my plan. I must hunt soon. What, mortal? Very well. I must hunt soon. Greetings. Agreed. What, mortal? I must hunt soon. What is it now? You thought of that? What, mortal? I must hunt soon. Your soul is mine. Greetings. What, mortal? Agreed. Greetings. What is it now? I must hunt soon. I must hunt soon. Greetings. What is it now? What, mortal? That was my plan. I must hunt soon. What is it now? Very well. I must hunt soon. What is it now? Agreed. Very well. I must hunt soon. What is it now? That was my plan. You thought of that? Very well. That was my plan. You thought of that? Very well. Agreed. Greetings. I must hunt soon.
Help me. Help you.
The night beckons. You thought of that? Greetings. I must hunt soon. Greetings. What is it now? I must hunt soon. What, mortal? Very well. I hunger. Greetings. I must hunt soon. What is it now? Greetings. What, mortal? Death rages. Greetings. I must hunt soon. What is it now? Greetings. What, mortal? What is it now? What, mortal? You thought of that? Very well.
Our allies' town
What?
needs help.
I must.
Our warriors have engaged the
What,
enemy.
mortal? Greetings. I must hunt soon. What, mortal? I must hunt soon. Agreed. That was my plan. Greetings. What is it now? You thought of that? Greetings. Agreed. What is it now? I must hunt soon. Agreed. You thought of that? Greetings. Agreed. That was my plan. You thought of that? What is it now? What, mortal? That was my plan. You thought of that? Very well. That was my plan. Agreed. You thought of that? Your soul is mine. I must hunt soon. Agreed. Greetings. You thought of that? What is it now? Very well. That was my plan. Very well. Greetings. Rages. What, mortal? Greetings. Agreed. What, mortal?
Will it be?
Greetings. You thought of that?
Our
Die.
allies' town needs
I
help.
must hunt soon. Greetings. Agreed. What is it? What, mortal? Very well. I hunger. Greetings.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Soon. What, mortal? Greetings. What, mortal? What is it now? That was my plan. Very well. I must hunt soon. What is it now? You thought of that? Greetings. What is it now? Agreed. What, mortal? I must hunt soon. What, mortal? What is it now? What, mortal? Greetings. What is it now?
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
You thought of that? That was my plan. What, mortal? Agreed. You thought of that. That was my plan. Death rages. Agreed. That was my plan. Greetings. I must hunt soon. What, mortal? Greetings. What, mortal? I must hunt soon. You thought of that? What, mortal? That was my plan. I hunger. You thought of that? That was my plan. You thought of that? Very well. What, mortal? You thought of that? What, mortal? Very well.
What?
I must hunt soon. What, mortal? Greetings. What, mortal? That was my plan. Very well. What is it now? I must hunt soon. What is it now? You thought of that? Agreed. I must hunt soon. Greetings. That was my plan.
Kick down, Sparky.
I must hunt soon. Greetings. Agreed. What is it now? You thought of that? That was my plan. That was my plan. Agreed. That was my plan. Double kill. I hunger.
Greetings,
Our
my lord.
allies' town needs help.